What's up, everybody? Rudy here. I've just left Disneyland to show you 5 of my go-to places to eat within walking distance of Disneyland. All of these 5 places I've actually eaten at. I like them, and they're a unique place that you pretty much will only find here in Anaheim. And then I'm also gonna give you gluten-free options at those places if they're available. And of course, like any good adult, we're gonna start today's video with a little dessert. That's right, first stop is gonna be Joe's Italian Ice, a staple of Anaheim for long before I've been coming here. Technically, this is the longest walk of the places I plan on showing you today. And not only that, some would say it's not even walking distance at roughly around 20 to 25 minutes. And let me just tell you something. See these ropes right here? That's the line. And I was talking with an employee here, and he was saying that at the peak time, these little marks on the sidewalks here, way over here, these are little marks for the social distancing during COVID. And the line will stretch all the way down and around the corner and past that bush over there. So if you do decide to make it out here, I would suggest avoiding nights and Sundays, or else you're gonna be hitting lines wrapped around the block. They put something in the ice cream is the conclusion that I've come up with. There can't be any other explanation. As far as the menu goes, they serve Italian ice, cones and cups, sundaes, smoothies, shakes, malts, floats, or the Joe Latte, which is Philadelphia Italian shaved ice with ice cream. Today I went with the wild cherry. Something unique about the way they do the ice, where it's really thick and kind of sticky. Goes good with the ice cream. So they also put ice cream at the bottom of the cup, as well as the top, and on my face. All right, we had something sweet, so now it's time for a little savory. Just down the block, we have Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, and I think the name speaks for itself. They got chicken and waffles, cornbread, mac and cheese. Just another unique spot that is definitely worth going to when you come to Anaheim. If I'm not mistaken, this is one of 2 locations in the entire world. I'm actually just looking. I just wanted to look. Yeah, I was just showing people the.
No worries, help yourself. Have a nice day. Come back anytime, okay?
Can I see a menu? Do you have a menu I can look at?
Of course, sweetie.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, baby.
What's your staple dish here?
Chicken and waffles.
Chicken and waffles.
Yeah.
Dang, I would have never.
That's what we're famous
I would have
for.
never guessed that.
That's what we're famous for, but we sell
Yeah.
everything all day long, sweetheart.
Definitely worth checking out. You could taste the grease in there. If you just want some comfort food, they got it. They got it in there. So admittedly, those 2 were definitely a little bit of a far walk, but they're unique to Anaheim. And I think that's part of this, is you can't get this anywhere else. And I think that's important, is to, be able to experience something uniquely Anaheim when you do come down here. Also, the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles is probably the least gluten-free place here that I'm gonna show you. However, they do have gluten-free waffles. All right, next stop is Anaheim's Garden Walk, which is roughly about a 10 to 15 minute walk from the park. Now, I have to tell you, I'm actually legitimately walking these all in the same day. And it sure as hell sounded like a better idea when I was sitting on my couch. I'm freaking sweating out here. Fire and Ice Interactive Grill and Bar. Unfortunately, they're not open right now, but they're up here at the top of the mall in Garden Walk. So here's the menu. They have appetizers, fries, nachos, quesadilla, mozzarella sticks. But the real experience is the signature grill, which is a Mongolian style, one of those big round flat grills. Lunch is $18.99, brunch is $26.99, dinner is $26.99. It's all you can eat. You go around and you pick your food. It's pasta and vegetables, all your different types of meats, sauces. You put it all into a bowl, and the guy cooks it up for you. and you can just come back as many times as you want. They also have hamburgers and hot dogs with gluten-free buns. If you are gluten-free, then you can ask them to cook your stuff in the back on a separate grill so there's no cross-contamination. You guys ready for some breakfast? The next stop is the closest walk from Disneyland, and this is about a 5-minute walk just across the street, and that is Mimi's Café. Now, I could have just shown you the IHOP or the Denny's right across the street, but why would I do that? You can go eat at those places anywhere. Let me see if I can't go inside and show you the menu. Ooh, they got pictures too. So yeah, it's a wide range of stuff. Lunch and dinner, all day breakfast. You got French toast, waffles, pancakes, muffins, quiche, burgers, steak and eggs. Yeah, most importantly, that's okay. But most importantly, well, at least to me, best coffee in town, by far. I have eaten here quite a bit before and after my diagnosis with celiac, and they are usually very knowledgeable about what is and isn't gluten-free on the menu, and they're able to work around it. I would still double check with them if you're planning on eating here, but I've never had a problem. Oh baby, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Lastly, but certainly not leastly, roughly about 10 or 15 minute walk south on Harbor, you're gonna hit Shakey's Pizza Parlor. This Shakey himself right here. Got some cool Disney stuff in here too. Some pictures of Walt Disney. I thought they had like a Walt Disney signature as well. Fun little game room for the family here. They even have tickets. You can win the prizes behind here. It's almost like a little kind of Chuck E. Cheese-ish without the animatronics. These are just rolls of tickets there. Oh man, I used to be a sucker for this. Little salad bar here. So they just shut down about an hour ago, the happy hour. And it's from 11 to 2. It's $14.99 and an extra $1 on the weekends. And it has all this stuff, all you can eat. Unfortunately, they say that there's no gluten-free pizza, so take this off your list if you're gluten-free. However, before I was gluten-free, one thing that I kind of enjoyed that's I've never seen anywhere else is the s'mores pizza. So maybe give that a try if it sounds interesting. Wow. That was a day. I hope that was useful to you all. And I appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you next time. Now, I know I said I was only going to do 5, but I discovered in my travels over here by the Best Western Stables, right on the backside of California Adventure, there's a new restaurant here that went in that is replacing Coco's. They've been working on it for a while. Finney's Craft House. So I'm gonna have to add this to the list because they've got full bar, beers, a bunch of appetizers, salads, pizzas, ahi bowls, sandwiches, burgers, wings. I'm not sure if they have anything gluten-free. Gluten conscious, it says. Item is prepared with gluten-free ingredients. However, the kitchen, you might have cross-contamination, so they are aware of gluten. There's a little peek inside from the corner here. Nice little bar area. It's probably a good place to watch sports too. All right, later.